everyone out there. I am Spanong Robo, your sports guru. Catch me live every Saturday morning from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Only on Nirvana Wild FM. Your beat, your music. Don't go.
The views, opinions, or comments expressed on this program does not reflect the views, opinions, or comments of the radio station or its management.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video convergence and delight your function with sound and staging lights for hire. Our quotes are immeasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 039457664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World Radio.
You are tuning into Sports Geek with Spanong Robo, only on Nirvana Wild FM. Your beat, your music. Halala.
Can I connect the headphones? No.
is Saturday, the 1st of April 2023, of the day that is also known as April Fool's Day. So be warned, anything and everything that comes your way today, you must take it with a pinch of salt, because you'll just never know when April Fool's strikes. Even on this show, you just never know what we might have up our sleeves. In cricket, Proteas thrashed the Pluggy Netherlands in Benoni in a race against rain by 8 wickets. In so doing, they kept their hopes alive of reaching the Cricket World Cup. Still in cricket, IPL is back with a bang. Defending champions Gujarat Titans beat CSK by a massive 5 wickets. Yesterday, when Proteas beat that Pluggy Netherlands, they ensured that their road to the Cricket World Cup that's going to be held come end of the year in England, that is in India, that's in October, November. It is entirely within their hands, because should they go on and beat Netherlands tomorrow at Wanderers Cricket Stadium and make it 2-0, that will ensure that come end of the year, they will definitely be on the plane all the way to the Cricket World Cup that's going to be held in Asia, that is in India. In rugby, Currie Cup to be exact, in Welkom yesterday, Griffons claim a historic victory over Vodacom Bulls as they beat them 32-28, and in so doing, they ensure that Blue Bulls, they haven't won even one single game on this 85th Currie Cup edition. So after 4 outings, Blue Bulls, they've won 0. Still in rugby, in Bloemfontein, the defending champions Pumas crushed the depleted Cheetahs, listen to this, by 61-21 runs, with the electric fullback Devon Williams baking a hat-trick in that game. Surely, by the look of things, Pumas are definitely, they might as well go on and defend their title, which they won in style last season. The Currie Cup champions, that is the Mpumalanga Pumas. This afternoon, just across town, Sharks, they invade Emirates Park Stadium as they face off with the home team Lions. Kickoff for that game is at 3:30 this afternoon, while Cape Town sees Western Province entertain the boys from the Diamond City, that is Griquas. Kickoff for that game is at 7:15 this evening. In tennis, Ukraine condemns Wimbledon decision to lift the ban on Russian and Belarusian players. The decision was announced yesterday. That follows the decision that was taken last year after the invasion of Russia in Ukraine. Definitely, the Ukrainians are definitely not happy at all with that decision that has been taken to lift that ban. But however, the athletes, they will be forced to compete as neutral athletes. No flag of Russia and Belarus that will be flown when those players take the court. A very good morning and a warm welcome to Sports Geek this morning. You are tuning in to Sports Geek wherever you are within South African borders and beyond. We've got you covered. Don't you worry about a thing. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and allow us to entertain you. Like I said, you are still tuning in to Sports Geek with Sibonelo Ngcobo only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. TikTok and Facebook, we are there as Nirvana World FM. You can always get in touch with us on our studio WhatsApp line number, which is 07 333 Our studio WhatsApp line number again is 07 333 Thank you so much to my colleague DJ Powen, who brought us Team Kids that was between 10 and 11 a.m. this morning. Oh wow, did DJ Powen ushered me in style this morning, or did he ushered me in style this morning? Wow, he played one of my favorite boys band, that is Westlife. He gave me about 3 tracks of Westlife. That's how DJ Powen welcomed me this morning. Thank you very much, DJ Powen. Catch him again next week Saturday between 10 and 11 a.m. as he brings you Teen Kids. You and I, we are together from now till 1 p.m. Not that I'm complaining, I just love the sound of it. I hope the feeling is mutual. Organjan, that's how they roll in the township. We'll kickstart our show as usual with our telephonic discussion as we speak to our sports analyst Modiba Peter and hear what he has to say in as far as South African sports is concerned. Straight after that, we will welcome our studio guest that is in the form and shape of Viresh Singh, the former Stanger United, Reserve Hills and Manning Rangers footballer. We'll get to hear what Viresh Singh has to say this afternoon when he joins us at 12 o'clock. Talking of 12 o'clock, time now, it is 20 minutes after 11 o'clock. Let's quickly go for a commercial break. When we return, we will be in conversation with our football analyst, Modiba Peter, and hear what he has to say in as far as South African sports is concerned.
Looking to upgrade or repair your desktop or laptop? With over a decade's experience, TV Master specializes in software installations, data recovery, restores, PC rebuilds and conversions from VHS to USB or DVD. For no obligation quote, contact Cree on 011 855 6738 or 072 7706 796. TV Master, the name you can trust.
Welcome. This is your favorite station. Stay tuned.
Thank you so much to Yvonne Chakachaka who gave us that gem, Motherland. Talking of Yvonne Chakachaka, the news that came out sometime this week following that Thabo Bester who escaped from prison, who's making the news here in South Africa. It is reported that Yvonne Chakachaka once attended one of Thabo Bester's event. The big question is, did she attend that event knowing who Thabo Bester was, or was Yvonne Chakachaka also equally conned by Thabo Bester? Surely that story is still going to be so around. It will still going to be with us for some time to come. Thabo Bester, who staged his escape from Bloemfontein prison, faked his suicide and all. Oh, that is Thabo Bester. He is something else. He is a con artist of a note. That was Yvonne Chakachaka giving us Mama Land. Time now, it is 27 minutes after 11 o'clock. The promise we make is the promise we keep. Before we went for a commercial break, I did promise you that when we return, we'll be in conversation with our sports analyst. Oh yes, you heard me right. I deliberately said a sports analyst, not football analyst, because Modiba last week, he reprimanded me and said I must stop calling him a football analyst. He is a sports analyst. Modiba Peter, a very good morning to you, Baba.
It's breathe a sigh of relief. Zenga, Williams, Telliard on the outside. Williams, cross kick, finds Apollos. Oh, what touch! Apollos, Telliard will pick it up. Boy, how's that for a joy?
Santos, Batswood.
The Lightbody Santos, which Santos?
Yeah, Lightbody Santos.
Lightbody Santos, yes.
Correct. And those were the key moments in terms of teams and excellent ball players in the professional ranks. Some of them could have made it even now, but great commitment, dedication from these players as well to playing amongst them as well at that level.
Back then, when you were still a kid, which teammate did you grow up as supporting?
When I was young, I only started supporting teams only around the age of 13, 14. And the first team that we should watch football as part of the Mnet was where we should get football was the English Premier League, apart from local football.
Yes.
And the English Premier League at that time was Everton Football Club.
Yes.
So Everton Football Club, when they had a team in 1985, most of the team players, they formed part of the England team of the 1986 World Cup.
Oh, yes.
So at least 5 or 6, 7 players of that team played for Everton, and I took a liking to Everton, and to date, for the last 30, 40 odd years, I've been still supporting them, even though they're not at the level they should be to the Liverpools and the Uniteds and the Arsenals, but they're surviving.
So what led you to support Everton back then?
The big thing is that some of the great players, players like Neville Southall, goalkeeper.
Yes.
You've had Trevor Sharp. You had the two brothers, Gary Neville, Gary Stevens, and Trevor Stevens.
Yes.
You've had Peter Reid. You had Paul Gascoigne. Players of that caliber playing for Everton, and in 95, 96 they won the Cup Winners' Cup.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
So one of the big cups, like how we have the European Cup, Champions League, this was the Champions League in the 1980s.
Okay.
So they won that, and most of the players represented England. And that was one of the reasons to support them over the years, even they didn't maintain much of these players that they've had in the 1980s. Okay, but their players were top class, and that's one of the reasons why I took them. It wasn't one of the big teams, never been any of the big teams in the top 5 over the years, but they have done well at times, but they hopefully in the years to come they will be competing for Champions League or title of the Premier League going forward.
You did mention that Everton was always not one of the big teams back in the days, because back in the days, surely it was all about Manchester United, it was all about Liverpool, your Arsenal. So wasn't there any peer pressure to say, hey, who supports Everton?
Yeah, always been peer pressure. I've been only Everton supporter amongst all colleagues and friends.
Exactly.
You don't have a lot of Everton supporters. If you talk to people around, it's just a handful of people. Okay, so it's been the Liverpools and Man United.
Exactly.
From the 80s, 90s, even now, as we talk. Arsenal has come into the fold in the last couple of years,
yes.
apart from winning the league about 20 years ago. But yes, it's been difficult. But I've been committed to Everton, and even though it's not about just winning, it just frustrates when you sit on TV watching kids. Win or draw is just a loss as a goal. But also it's not about competing and enjoy the club, and that's what's taken me to maintain my commitment to Everton Football Club.
Talk to us, just take us back to your heydays in your OK League days. How were the crowds? How was it like playing in front of the fans back in the days, especially if you compare it to nowadays, the attendance in the stadium? Just take us back on those heydays.
Yeah, before we went into OK League, Reservoirs United should play from Silpath Road grounds. I mean, ground number 1, ground number 2, number 3 should be always been packed, but this is not a stadium. This is like standing on the side of the lines watching football. So we got used to some sort of spectators coming to watch us play. Okay, a couple hundreds. But when we moved into Curry's Fountain, that was the stadium, and you had seating around in terms of the stadium as well as on the grass. So there you've seen a couple thousands, 4, 5, 6,000, 10,000 maximum as well. So it's been a big change from playing local football in terms of just a couple of hundred to thousands of people coming to watch cup games, league games as well too. big difference because you're playing amongst people and people expecting
The pressure.
home crowd, home team, expecting you to win.
And that recognition by the fans on the street and everything, the pressure that comes with it.
Yeah, so when you know you're playing for a team and you're going to compete, as I said, they want you to win, okay? But it's also encouragement that, you know, you got players from the area that have made the squad,
Yes.
okay? And it's taken hard work and commitment. It was just not word of mouth that Freya's thing and play soccer, but you need to show it on the field. So
On the
if,
field, yeah.
if you didn't perform, I mean, there's always other players who take your spot. And if your spot is taken, it's hard to get back into the squad.
You mentioned that even now you were playing in the lower ranks, you're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 crowds. That's a hell of a lot of crowd, especially if you compare it to today's attendance that you're experiencing these days. Just last year, the national team of Bafana, they played to the worst crowd ever. They were played FNB Stadium, I believe they were playing against Sierra Leone. The attendance there was 168 fans for the national team that turned up on the day. So where do you think has chased the fans away? Where are the fans at this? Because you see in your Pirates or Kaizer Chiefs, they play in front of empty stands these days. Where are the fans these days?
What is very disappointing to see local football, if you look at local football compared to international football,
Exactly.
whether it's a Premier League or you're watching Spanish football, you'll always see stadiums full, whether it's the team number 1 or team number 20 on the law. Sad to say that in South Africa as well, too, whether it's a national team or local teams, be it the Sundowns, the Pirates, the Chiefs, AM, the problem is as well, too, I feel that people have got other commitments there. The urgency to watch football, the commitment to watch football, these days kids don't see the need. Football is a going thing. Rather sit in front of the TV and play PlayStation, not get involved in football, over and above wanting to watch football. So I feel that, you know, the commitment from families as well as from kids and youngsters is their priorities are totally different. Okay, and this has also has resulted in the teams not getting the full support.
Exactly. Because as a former footballer yourself, you know if you play in front of 10 fans on the ground versus 10,000 fans, your performance as a player definitely is not the same. Having the fans screaming your name and everything, surely that propels your form to run about 50-60% or so.
Okay. Always good to have someone cheering you on.
Absolutely.
It gives you the motivation, it gives you the commitment in terms of what you're doing, screaming, applauding, whether you're doing good or bad as well.
Yes.
Most probably all the time you're doing good. So it's always good to have someone watching you. Okay? And spectators is the comfort in terms of by watching you as well to give you the motivation to push yourself.
So what do you think should be done? I believe in England what they do is the moment the child is born, he's given the scarf. If you are based in Liverpool, you are given a scarf as a child and you are told, hey Baba, we only speak one language here in the family. You never walk alone or Manchester, whatever. So what do you think should be done to plant that seed of being passionate about the game itself going forward?
I think that, you know, apart from football improving from grassroots level, the spectatorship needs to start, whether it's media, whether there should be more on TV telling people of the teams, what things are happening at the teams as well too. And the one way is to get people to come to the stadiums as well. One is making it affordable, okay. 2 is giving them, like, you know, seasonal tickets. Say,
yes.
As families as well too, that in a year you want to go watch, let's say, whether it's Bafana, Banyana, or the Chiefs or Pirates, you get a season ticket for a family. So these days, you know, the cost of living is so high that the priority at the moment is making sure that you have food on the table, and that is priority, and having a job. Going to a stadium to watch a game as well is a luxury. So if they can make that affordability available as well to families, I think it's one area that can be considered in terms of getting people back to the stadiums.
Having played in the semi-professional arena, that is OK League, talk to us, were you ever exposed to any multi practices or any stories that you know of in as far as multi is concerned in football? Because there's always been that discussion that whether in South Africa you call it multi, West Africa they call it juju, whatever you call it. So talk to us about your encounters of it.
Yes, I have been introduced to it. Never experienced that before. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we got into OK League,
Yes.
And when we should play football at Kai's Fountain, we stayed mainly at the PL Mirage Lodge in closer to the beachfront. So when we stayed the night before, okay, so the game is 3 o'clock. Let's say it's a Saturday game or a Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock game that we're going to play. So we will dress up in the hotel.
Yes.
So when we dress up in the hotel as well, in our rooms,
Yes.
okay.
Not in the stadium.
Not in the stadium.
Yes.
You don't change in the stadium. So when we're playing at home,
Yes.
we're playing at home. So we will change up in our rooms, and then we'll go to our manager's, coach's room. In that room, and Mona as well too, we undress into just our briefs or underpants. Okay. In the bathroom, about 100 millimeter high. In the bathroom is a black muti in the water. Okay, we don't know what is put in there, but we're told. Okay, we're not forced to do it if you're not used to something like this before. But because you've got Indian players, you've got black players, you've got colored players, and you've got white players. So we had a whole range of guys in the squad of about 18 players as well too. There was about 2 or 3 Indian players apart from myself in the team as well too. If you didn't do and follow her, then you could not kit. You could not play the game. Okay, so we will each go in a moment, dab yourself from head to toe, okay, not have a bath, head to toe,
Yes.
might as well come out, change again, put on your boots, and wait for the combis to take us to the stadium. You get to the stadium as well too, okay, you go into the change room, you're already kitted, in your tracksuit, you walk in the stadium, last minute advice from the manager, the team is already picked in at the hotel. Okay, so you know who's going to be playing, who's going to be on the bench.
On the bench, yes.
So when you get onto the field, we're also given salt.
Rough salt.
Rough
Yes.
salt. Okay, so you go at the moment as well too, and you already know you are playing on the left-hand side or you play on the right side.
Yes.
So where the opposition is, you throw salt at the guy into the goal mouth, and you come. So that's what we've done with one or two of the coaches that we've had then. Okay, so that was the first time being introduced to Muti. Did it help? That's another discussion.
Yes.
For me personally, the moment is just something different as an Indian player.
Yes.
Okay, you hear about Muti, but you never think it wasn't done bad to hurt or anything, but it was try to make sure to win the game.
That psychological boost, that psychological belief that with the multi, you stand a chance of winning the game. Like you rightfully said, that did it work? That's a topic for another day. That is interesting. The part that I enjoyed most that you said there was diversity in your team. There were white players, black players, Indian players, colored players, but everyone was expected to undergo that multi-practice in the team. So was there any resistance? Were the players resisting to use it, or did the players welcome that it's the team's culture?
I mean, we were never told before the time.
Yeah.
Like I said, for myself, it was the first time as well. So I was reluctant to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, coming from a Hindu background and staunch in terms of what we pray and what we do as well too. Okay, and now with this trying to affect me personally at the moment in terms of my well-being. Okay, so I was reluctant, but I said if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't be played. And why am I here? I'm here to play.
Exactly.
So what's the worst if I just took the muti? I mean, it didn't affect me. Okay. So yes, I did it, and I'm still standing here to talk to you. Okay, 30 odd years later. Okay. So no. But it was also an experience.
Absolutely. Talking of the team's mood, now let's come to your personal superstition. I know most of the players, they've got their own personal superstition. Maybe when they take the field, they must step on with the right foot or whatever the case is. Did you have any personal superstition in as far as the game is concerned, Everest?
Yeah, I think even now playing vets football, I've always maintained why it is that I don't know, but I always start with my left foot.
When you dress up?
When I dress up. Okay, when I'm playing sport or even when I dress, one thing at the moment, I always put my left sock first. Okay,
Yeah.
so in soccer as well, so I always put my left sock first, put my left boot, then left and then right.
Only there.
Okay,
Yes.
and I'll always tie my lace on my left first as well too, okay, before I tie the right. That's always been as well too. So superstition as well, I felt that by doing that, okay, I gave myself some sort of motivation as well to that I have a good game. Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's superstition, that's one. Okay. The other one when I grew older as well too, okay, is that not having sex before playing football.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Or sport.
Yes.
So say
Yeah.
you don't have there's no sex,
Yes.
okay, before that as well. I'm not sure when I was a young subject when I got
Yeah,
married,
professional, yeah.
as well too, and playing profession as well too, and trying to maintain it. So nothing major, nothing hectic in terms of superstition, but just the shoe one has been the one that I've been doing for
Sustaining.
years, from I can remember from school days, even now as well too. Okay, and then also when I dress up as well too, I've got to have my shirt in my pants. Okay, I don't tend to keep my shirt hanging. Only after the game I will take it off over my pants, but it must be tucked in as well too, as part of looking as a complete footballer.
You are a big Everton supporter. Last season, Everton, they finished 16th in as far as the log standings are concerned. Fast forward to this season, they are lingering, they are flirting with the relegation zone. Talk to us. What's your take in as far as Everton's performance is concerned this season?
Yeah, the concern with Everton, and what's been frustrating is that they've got a squad of players and that the team has not looked to expand to purchase good and dedicated, talented, skillful players. Over the last 3-4 years, Everton, like you're saying, been flirting with relegation.
Yes.
Okay. 80% of the team have not changed from the player perspective. Some of the players have even got injuries that have not even played in the last 6 months or a year. Last year, Everton survived to stay in the Premier League by beating Crystal Palace.
Yes, yes.
3-2, last game of the season. Without that loss, they'll been down in the Champions League playing First Division football. So, as an Everton supporter, one of the biggest things they need to look at, they need to invest in players. I mean, if you look at locally, you look at Sundowns.
Yes, yes.
Why Sundowns is performing ahead of Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look at it, Sundowns are invested in youth, at the youth level, and they're buying players overseas. That's why they're winning the league year in, year out, apart from competing in the CAF.
Yes.
The Arsenals, the Man Uniteds, the Spurs,
Man
the
City.
Liverpool, the Man Cities of
In France, the PSG.
okay. And like the Barcelonas, the Real Madrid. At that level, for you to not just survive, but to compete at that level.
And win
okay?
trophies.
Because when you stay in that Premier League, at that level as well too, it's revenue by staying in there as well. So you've got to be able to invest to be able to compete. And by competing, then you win trophies. And they've struggled over the years to maintain a strong squad because they have not maintained and bought players at the level to compete. And that's why they're lingering right down at the bottom. They're sitting, I think, about 14th at the moment.
Yes.
Okay.
They are number 15. Yeah.
Is it 15?
Yeah, they're
okay.
15
at the
number
moment.
15. Yeah.
Okay, I think they played a game more than most of the other teams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest thing is that investments or internal or external investment in terms of bringing in new headcount of good, skillful players from defense, midfield, striker will definitely assist the team in moving up the ladder to within maybe top 10.
Everton, you say they have to invest on players. The news that broke out this morning is that they are sitting at a loss of around about 300 million euros. And
Now you say they must spend. Surely with that financial loss, surely that's gonna be a bit of a tough ask in as far as Everton is concerned.
Yeah, this morning's, I think I read one of the articles is about 44 million or something, the 2021-2022 season. In total is about 340 million.
Yeah, 340 million, yes.
In the last 4 or 5 years.
Yes,
it's a lot of money. So
it's a lot of money lost.
So you lost all this money. They're building a new stadium, which you need to invest. Like when Arsenal built a new stadium, they never bought players, okay, at that time, so when they moved. So the question at the moment is, if you have the losses, you're building a new stadium, there's no money to buy players.
Exactly.
Okay, so here you need to go look at foreign investments in terms of anyone wants to buy into a club, to invest, to see that, to take the club to the next level. Now you've got Everton and two Merseyside teams, you've got Everton and Liverpool.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the last 10 years at the moment, Liverpool has always been the team
yes,
that's been on high.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're neighbours, they're right next to each other.
Merseyside, okay.
And if Liverpool can get it right on their side in terms of the COP and investing and not having as much losses, Everton needs to get to the same level as well at some stage as well. Not only just from investment side in terms of bringing players, but also in terms from the aspect of playing football at that level. And that comes with investing with the players. So the losses, unfortunately, have been there. They need to reduce that.
Yes,
but they need to get foreign investment as well to buy. Now, who is that going to be? You've got to look at these Qatari guys as well too.
Yes.
And they have the money.
They
okay,
have the
so
money.
United is going through that at the moment.
Yes.
And we're not sure who, where.
Yes, the bidding is on right now.
The bidding is right on. Okay,
Yes.
so you got the reason why they get bids because they're at that level and they're performing in this players. Everton is not at that level. Okay, so they need to get at that level. So investment has got to come in as well too. And the only way to get investment is to look at people outside England. And we can say now going to Saudi Arabia, into those areas will assist Everton in terms of getting that. If they can get that, and someone can say that, you know what, I can see potential in this team. Okay, and if that could happen, you know, you can see a different Everton going forward.
You're absolutely right. I mean, if you look at the foreign investors, because we saw what's happening in France, PSG, they are owned by the Saudis. Manchester City, they were some years back, they were also flirting with the relegation for some years, till they got foreign investors. Manchester United, like you rightfully said, the bidding is on right now. It is up for sale. The Glazers family are weighing the options. Recently, Newcastle United, they have been the bad team.
Correct.
Just a few years back, foreign investors came. Newcastle United is up there, is campaigning now, competing for the Champions League. So I fully agree with you on that point of foreign investors. So meaning you as a Toffees, you are open to the Saudis bringing the money in.
That's true. I mean, wherever the money comes from as well, as long as it can be used in the right way. And the right way is not just only players, but also ensuring that you have the right coaches, the support staff, because that plays a big part in terms of seeing the players get what they want. And for that to happen, then you can see the performance on the field.
Everton has been in existence, if my memory serves me well, that's way back as 1878. Fast forward, that makes it 145 years of existence. I believe they've won the league 9 times, 5 FA Cup, 1 European Cup, Winners' Cup, and 9 Charity Shields. With the investment that you are pleading for, so do you see Everton, should they get that financial injection, do you see Everton campaigning with the likes of your Barcelona in the Champions League, your Real Madrid going forward, even challenging for the league owners in the presence of your Man City and Arsenal and the Man United and all?
Yeah, I think apart from what they've achieved over the 100-odd years, Everton is the only team that has never been relegated from the Premier League. And that's one. And then if they get this investment, whoever it's got to come from, I can definitely say, like the Man Cities, like the Chelseas,
Yes.
the Uniteds that have won the Champions League over the years. Maybe I might not go so far. Let's look at the local, the League Cup or the FA Cup.
FA
Winning
Cup,
that.
yes.
So let's look at it. Internal, leave alone the Champions League.
Yes.
You've got to have quality players
Exactly.
to perform.
You have to beat
Okay.
Man City.
Okay.
You have to beat Liverpool.
So you got to beat the teams in your own
League, yes.
If you can compete against those teams in your league, you can compete to any teams. If you can compete to the top 4 teams currently in our league, be it like the Arsenal, the Man City, Man United, and Spurs or Newcastle, those top 5 teams as well. You can compete against the Barcelonas. Yes, different brand of football, different level of football, with the PSGs, Real Madrids. Okay, you can be able to. But that comes with having financial backing, buying the right players, cultivating these players as well too, in terms of them making sure that they perform. And by doing that, trophies will come.
Absolutely. That's not me saying that. That's our studio guest, Viresh Singh, telling it as it is, saying Everton, they definitely need that financial muscle to see them compete with the top 4 of England, the likes of your Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspurs. They definitely need that financial muscle, which might even propel them to compete in as far as Europe competitions are concerned. That takes us to 21 minutes before 12 o'clock. Let's quick go for a break. When we return, we'll be talking EPL's weekend fixture. Knowing that local leagues are back this weekend following last week's international break, we'll be talking English Premier League fixture with Viresh Singh and hear what he has to say. I hope where Everton is concerned, I believe they are taking on Hotspurs on Monday. He will not be biased. Let's hope he'll be impartial. But we'll put it to test. Let's keep going for a breather. We'll continue on the other side of this. We seem to be not winning. I don't know what could be the problem. Let's give it a try one more time.
Is it okay so far?
Yeah. No, perfect. Perfect.
So you've been doing this how long? Right?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this? I mean, it's been your passion all the time.
It's always been my passion. I was also playing football. I told my dad retire, I have to do sports presenting.
And so how long have you been presenting for?
Just 2 years, 2 3 years.
So who knows about this at Renwater? None of them know about it.
Men's knows.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the guys, men's knows.
Okay.
Mlungs, I think Mlungs also knows. Yeah, some of my colleagues also. Not everyone.
Okay.
Not everyone.
And you and Region Nirvana, they operate from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, always.
And this radio station, so how big viewers do they have?
Yeah, like my show, it's in the region of 60,000. Just my show.
Okay.
Just my show. I'm not sure of the overall radio station.
And when your show is at what times?
Every day, every Saturday,
Yeah, from
11 to 1.
Only 11 to 1.
Yeah, my show. I started at 11. Like 11 o'clock, I was doing other stuff.
Okay.
From 11, then from 12, that's when I host guests in the studio physically. But from 11 till 12, I know I do normal sports presenting. But from 12, that's when I host you guys.
Okay.
That's when I host them.
I want to ask you this moment as well too. What made you approach me?
I knew that you are into soccer. I knew that you know soccer. I knew that
The time you were talking in men's
men's office, yeah. Yeah, I knew that you know your way around sports. Yeah.
In 2017, we played Expos down at Soul Complex.
I heard about that. I think I saw. I even took the picture. I saw the picture with the Expos at the.
What time we played on now? Sure, I got a picture of that there. So I was staying with Fanny Madida.
Isn't it?
So I was playing centre, so that's my position.
Center for what?
Centre. Centre. So I took a picture with Fanny Madida, and then we took a picture being the Renwater team. And Sipo played as well.
Yes, I saw the
Sipo and Vusi played.
Yeah, I saw the
You know Vusi Quebec.
Vusi played.
found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when you need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when you need her.
Oh yeah, so that was OMI giving us a cheerleader. I believe I found myself a cheerleader. But personally, I definitely believe I found myself a studio guest in the form and shape of Viresh Singh. He's still relaxing and chilling with us here on Nirvana World FM, your beat, your music, and you are still tuning in to Sports Geek with Sponelo on Ngobo. I'm always on behind the microphone every Saturday from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Before we went for the commercial break, I did indicate that when we return, we'll be talking EPL fixtures for this weekend. In less than few minutes time from now, I believe in about 30 minutes, your traditional arch rivals, Liverpool, they will be invading Etihad Stadium, taking on defending champions Manchester City. Talk to us about that clash, Viresh.
Yeah, so that's top of the table clash there. When I say top of the table, you've got Liverpool that won the league a few years ago.
Yes.
And then you've got Man City that's number 2. And Liverpool, they're around 6th or 7th, I think, currently on the league.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so the 3 points for Liverpool playing away from home against Man City is going to be a tough one. They're hoping that Haaland is not fit for today's game. Okay, so he's been having a nickel when he played for Norway during the course of the international break in the last 2 weeks. So I know Pep yesterday saying that he should be fit, but he's letting Klopp be on tender hooks in terms of whether he'll be ready. Should we now plan around him whether he's going to be playing or not? I mean, so it'll be a tough one. Okay, for Liverpool, nothing less than 3 points is expected.
Yes.
Okay. If they hold on with Man City to 1-1 draw, would be a great result for Arsenal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Arsenal, they will definitely celebrate.
Correct. So personally, I'd like to see a draw in this game, but more so in terms of the Merseyside team as Liverpool. I'd like to see Klopp's team come with a win. It'll be a tough game away from home at Etihad as well too, and we hope that this game is not. Will change anything because we're down to the bottom end in terms of number of games. We've got about 10, 11 games
Yes,
left.
10 games left. Yeah.
10 games left.
Yeah, 10
and
games left.
every point will count.
That's for sure.
I think for Pep and the team as well, Man City, they need to keep, because they're currently 1 game behind Arsenal,
Yes.
8 points or so
8 points,
behind.
yes.
Them. So they've always been like with the same number of games, 5 points. So it'll be a tough ask because Man City is a tough team to beat.
Oh, Man City. Especially the mind games that have been playing this week. We saw Pep Guardiola playing some mind games. Jurgen Klopp returning the favor. So it's going to be tough indeed. That game is starting in about 15 minutes from now. And then the tabletoppers, Arsenal, they welcome the boys from Elling Road. That is Leeds United. While Chelsea host Aston Villa this afternoon. What can we expect from those fixtures, Viresh?
Yeah, I think with Arsenal, I think they've got one injury in Saliba. He didn't play for France in the World Cup qualifiers in the last 2 weeks, but I think they've still be in full strength. Okay, they're strong in defence. Their midfield is strong, led by Partey in the middle as well too, and up front in terms of Saka as well. So and Leeds is also flirting at the bottom as well too, in the relegation zone. But you don't want to be playing these teams at the bottom of the league because now there's only 10 games left. These teams can become
dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Unpredictable.
So you don't know what to expect. The advantage for Arsenal is they play at home, so they'll have their home support. Okay, so I'm hoping that you're going to have a home win, and at least they know earlier that Man City is playing, whether they're going to be 12 points ahead or 11 points ahead, or they're going to be still 8 points if both teams win after today's or this weekend's game.
And then tomorrow, Super Sunday is back. The first one is being West Ham. They host the Saints, that is Southampton. And then the big one, absolutely, for tomorrow. That's when Manchester United invade St. James Park when they go to entertain Newcastle United. Actually, the repeat of the Carabao Cup, which Manchester United recently won in the past few weeks. Varesh, talk to us about that Super Sunday clashes.
Yeah, so the Saints and the West Ham game is a bottom of the league clash. Okay, I mean teams are surviving to Moyes, our previous Everton coach as well, with West Ham. So hoping that he can get a win from the Saints as well. Saints is in the bottom three. Okay, they need to get any point to stay above. For me, I think West Ham will have a better hand of the Saints. Okay, in the other game, like you've mentioned as well, it's like a repeat of the Carabao Cup.
Yes.
Okay, United won. I think it was
2-0. Yes.
To Newcastle. Newcastle is, I mean, playing third, playing fourth.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Third
and fourth. Yes.
In the league as well. So I think it'll be a different game from the Cup game.
Yes.
Okay, I think Newcastle will know better now what they expect. Okay. From United when they lost in the Cup game. Yes. United playing at home.
Yes.
Okay. I mean United third place I think is secured.
For them. Champions League.
The Champions League is secured. Okay, top four is secured. Yes, they would have won two. I don't think they're going to finish off first or second. Okay. Yes, it's still 10 games.
No ways.
Okay. No ways. Second.
No ways.
Okay. So don't tell us United supporters that they'll say no. We're still fighting for the league.
I've been hearing a lot of United fans. Even here in the background, we do have some Manchester United fans. Okay. My colleague Powen is a big United fan.
Okay. So I think United with Rashford, with Bruno Fernandes. And with the the Gay in goal as well, and Casemiro, and I think they'll be strong enough to. I mean, I think Newcastle's got the least number of goals conceded, okay, but I think it'll be at United will be at full strength, and I think United will take the 3 points.
And then on Monday, Goodison Park is the venue. The event is Everton. They host the off form. The team in a crisis, that is Tottenham Hotspurs. What can we expect on that encounter?
Yeah, I think hopefully now that Conte has been fired or he's left with mutual consent, whatever happened there in the club.
Yes.
I think hopefully there's instability in terms of the team playing the game. They've got his standing manager as well.
Yes.
Hopefully Richarlison is on the bench. He don't play against us. He's Everton striker.
Yes.
So we need those 3 points.
You need.
Okay. I mean, it's a tough game playing at home. Okay. And always when a manager changes, you see the better of a team.
Exactly. Okay? Yeah. And funny enough.
So we're hoping for a 3-pointer. Okay. If we get 1 point, it's good enough as long as we don't go away with no points in that game. But it's going to be a tough. Spurs have got a tough squad. They've got a good squad as well too. It's just that they've been having issues between player manager in the last couple of weeks. Let football do the talking. Let Everton come in with a stronger squad they have on Monday, and let us take the 3 points and get away further from being 15 to at least 12th to 13th as well too, and move further away from the relegation zone. So
3 points for Everton, you say?
3 points.
Okay, the time is definitely not on our side. Let me put you in a corner once again. There's been Arsenal, they are topping the league. There's been a discussion that Arsenal, they do not have what it takes to sustain that league all the way to over the line and win the EPL for a change. Your last win. Do you see Arsenal going all the way to lift the EPL this season? Or do you think Man City, they will overcome them?
I think Arsenal have maintained the consistency from the beginning of the league till now. They've maintained the 5 to 8 points difference. They've got committed players. They've got skillful players. I think they've brought in players in the window in January as well to bolster defense, the midfield as well. If they stay injury-free in the next month, because this month is an important month where they play Liverpool, they play the Man Cities. Okay.
It doesn't rain, but it falls for Arsenal.
And if they can be able to get results from those
Which
two
is going to be
games,
tough.
okay, apart from the lower teams as well, Arsenal will take the league. So I think that Arsenal have got the caliber of players that they've had over, it's a month and a half, 10 games to go. Okay, I think if they win 7 of the 10 games, and at least a loss and 2 draws, that'll be Arsenal's season for taking the 2022-2023 title to Highbury.
So your final word. Will Arsenal take the league?
Yes.
Put your head on the block.
Yes, I say Arsenal to take the league. And I know the Man City fans may not be into it as well, but it will be, I would like them. The last they won the league was
20 years ago.
2003, 2004.
Yeah, it's 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
It's 20 years ago that Arsenal won the league.
So, yes, I mean, I would like for Arteta to win it, okay, being a player, being even an Everton player as well.
Exactly.
Okay?
Oh, yes. Okay.
So, being an Arsenal manager, and he'll be, I think, the youngest manager to win the Premier League, with a young squad as well, and a committed, dedicated, and skillful players. Yes, I would love to see Arsenal taking the league this season.
Village calls it Arsenal. They will definitely win 2022-2023 EPL. Talking of Arsenal winning the league, they last did that. That was 20 years ago. Surely Arsene Wenger was still at the helm at the time. Talking of Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson this week they were inducted in the EPL Hall of Fame.
Yes, very good to see that. I think they deserve it as well. The both went against each other in the 2000s as well, too, into the early 2010, 2011, 2012 season as well. And I think it's great for the game of football and to see 2 top managers making it to the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much, Veresha, for your time. And like I said, the time is definitely not on our side. Before I let you go, do you have any social media handles? If one wants to get in touch with Viresh, how does one go about getting in touch with Viresh?
I'm a simple person. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on many social media platforms. It's just knowing who I am, what I do, and the type of person I am. So I'm not a social media person as such. I keep to myself, but I enjoy the sports and keeping up to best knowledge of what's happening out there. Be it soccer, be it golf, be it cricket, those are my passion, but not so much in people knowing much about me. I'm a low profile guy.
You keep your private life private. That was a very Singh, our guest for this afternoon. He did put his head on the block and said, Arsenal, they will go all the way and win 2022-2023 English Premier League. We've got that on record. Come May, we will visit those records and see if Viresh definitely got this one right. It is the time of the show. We have to love and leave you. But as always, I leave you in the warm and capable hands of my colleague Krishna Kushal as she brings you Ham Tum. That's between 1 and 3 p.m. You and I, let's do this once again next week Saturday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Till then, from me, Spanner Ngaba, it is bye-bye. Great.
That was good. That's good.
Hey, time flies.
Okay. So for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, time
Hi,
flies.
Dinesh.
Hi, thanks, man.
Good. How are you?
And yourself?
Good. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, no, thanks
Okay.
as well, yeah.
Say what thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That went nice.
No, that was nice. Time just flew, man. I was when I check it was half past 12. Yes.
You talk this as well to you tend to
No,
forget
time
your
just
time as well.
flies.
Yes.
Yes, I had to jump some of the questions that I was going to ask.
Okay.
No, I had to prioritize. Okay, let me leave this one. So time was flying.
Okay.
Yeah, time was very
Yeah, time was
You know, our presenters over here, they took an hour slot, and the next thing they said, you know what, this hour is not enough.
Your hour is definitely not enough.
It's not enough. And the presenter that got a 2-hour slot, it's still not enough.
Okay. Okay.
So,
No, that's-